Today, we are going to see a story of a mom who had unshakable faith in her child. Nowadays, parents, we are going out everywhere often, we are meeting our friends, we are traveling outside. But what happens is, we are also subjected to hundreds of judgments, the way we treat our children, or the way when the child is using the mobile, or when the child is throwing tantrum in a public place. What happens is, society is constantly giving you a judgment about your child, making you feel low about yourself and making your child feel low about themselves. In whole process, the faith factor between you and your child becomes really weak. But in this story, I'm going to tell you about how this mom, who was not bothered about society's judgment, and what made her have that strong faith in her child, which created a history, So let's go into this topic where she had an unshakable faith. So let's start the story. So mom was there at home and the child was coming back from school, and he gave a beautiful letter to mom. Mom, I got this letter from the school, and he gave it. Then mom opened it and she started going through. And after a while, she became sad and tears started flowing in her eyes as she was reading through the letter. Then the child asked, Mama, what happened? So mom was thinking a little bit inside her, and then she started saying, hey, your school is saying that you are so intelligent that you cannot be accommodated in this school. So the child was like little not knowing what to say, because the child was just between 6 to 7 years. So then he left to play. Now this mom kept the letter inside. After this incident, the child started learning at home, and mom was regularly teaching him. She had to face a lot of difficulties where the cousins were commenting on that, where the society was telling he was not going to a normal schools, so how he will survive. She had to face so many people from her own relatives who were really trying to bother her about her child. But she stood for her child. What did she do? She went on to have a complete faith in her child by not allowing any space to all these judgments. Now, this child, after growing up, he became one of the greatest scientists of the century. And he is none other than Thomas Alva Edison. If you are aware about that, you're seeing the light in your home, then definitely you'll be thinking about Thomas Alva Edison. Edison, when he became the scientist of the century, people were so curious around him. How come he did not go to a proper schooling? He did not follow the proper education system norms, and how come he is so wonderful in his learning capabilities? And there was a group who did a research on how Thomas Alva Edison was so intelligent. So then they found out that his mother always was allowing him the freedom of movement for his curiosity, freedom to explore things, freedom to express, and mother gave opportunity to experiment. So when these things were regularly given at different levels at different age, the child was given all the freedom to express himself, all the freedom to do things, to curious activities. So what this has happened is, this led to the greatest character of inventing new things in his life. If this mom is going to get influenced by this society, we wouldn't have had Thomas Alva Edison now. There won't be lights at our home. So whenever you're seeing a light, just remember it was the faith of a mother on the child gave us this light at home. In the same way, I want you to feel, don't bother about the society, don't follow the society. Every child born on this earth is born for a separate purpose, and every child born on this world is special, unique, and has a specific way of doing things in his or her life. So you should remember that my child is unique. He is born to do great things, and I will make sure that he does it, even though if people are going to comment on him, comment on me, comment on whatever the skills that he has, I'll still stand that my child is born for some great purpose. This was the faith that the mother had. She not only had that faith, she gave that faith in her actions by allowing him to have the freedom of movement, which we are not allowing many of the time. Freedom of allowing the curiosity to explore everything, allowing the curiosity to experiment everything, and helping him to find out and make a research and learn from himself through various experiences. So today I would request you, not only you should have faith, you should also allow the child the following 3 freedoms to help him build the natural curiosity in your child. So comment in the comment box, curiosity.